Welcome to the special commencement edition of MC in Focus, Montgomery College's only student-produced newscast. I'm Brian Fiffick.
And I'm Heather Welliver. We in Advanced Broadcast Journalism would like to say congratulations to all of the graduates and their families who are celebrating today.
We would also like to give a shout out to those who are working hard to make commencement a memorable event.
We worked hard this semester as well, dedicated to bringing you live news about MC. So now let's take a look at some of the best stories we've covered throughout the year.
We begin with a look at what Montgomery College has to offer the many international students who take classes here. Mariolis Molina has the story.
Welcome to Montgomery College, where over 170 countries are represented by students and international students. Montgomery College opened its doors to international students who want to study in the United States. As one of the international student coordinators at Montgomery College, Haiti Russell Kalkofen helps international students to get student visa documentation so they can take classes or complete degrees. Ms. Heidi will explain each step required to obtain a student visa to come study at Montgomery College.
If a student's outside of the United States, they're going to be doing a lot by mail, or they're going to have a friend or family member in the area who needs to help them through this process and can kind of bring us documentation. So what we have on our webpage is sort of a step-by-step, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what do you do? And they need to apply like any other student does and get a student ID number and get a profile in our computer system so that the whole college knows who they are. And then we need some additional documentation to create a form called an I-20, which is a certificate of eligibility.
Once you have completed all the requirements for the student visa, the International Student Office will respond in a timely manner.
So the other documents that we need are really those. Proof that a student is really at the college level of education, that they've finished secondary education in their home country, which sometimes means we have to evaluate some things. That we know that their English level is high enough that they can actually take classes with us.
The international student coordinators on each campus work hard to make it easy for students to navigate the F1 process. We spoke to Charles Stephan, an international student at Montgomery College, about how long did he have to wait to obtain his F1 student visa.
Well, it took me approximately 2 to 3 months because we had to translate my document and send it overseas.
For MC in Focus, Mariolis Molina.
Montgomery College has some very interesting courses, but one of them might just top the rest. The Meteorology program is both underrated and fascinating. The members of our MC in Focus crew took a closer look.
Students trying to decide what science to take to satisfy the general science requirement often look to biology, chemistry, or physics. They may not know about a course that not only satisfies the requirement, but is fun to provide students with valuable information. Meteorology at Montgomery College offers students a chance to look at real-time weather data, make solid predictions, and learn valuable tips on how to stay safe during severe weather. Professor William Cryer teaches meteorology at MC.
The study of weather and climate is relevant to not just to people who are in the sciences, but it's relevant to everybody. Every time you step out in the morning, you're interested in what the weather is and what the weather is going to do, especially on days when there might be severe weather.
Professor Cryer hopes that meteorology students will be inspired by the lectures and the lab exercises.
I do a style of class that is not so much lecture. I do some lecturing, but I expect my students to do their own learning, and so I present current weather situations. I teach my students to ask and answer their own questions about the weather, and each of them has to do a case study at the end of the semester on a current weather event that happens during the semester.
The study of meteorology offers many opportunities for students beyond working as a meteorologist on television. A licensed meteorologist can be a consultant for a local clothing store or department store and work for one of the many branches of the National Weather Service. And if it's not your career choice, just taking the course offers skills and knowledge that can enrich your daily life.
People have the misconception that it's just forecasting. Meteorologists are employed by department stores, for instance, who want advice on when to put the sleds or the snow shovels on sale, or when to put away their winter stuff and bring out their spring apparel. Construction companies need consulting from a meteorologist. Environmental groups and environmental issues are weather dependent, and so Meteorologists can work with environmental issues.
But the most important thing for students to consider before starting,
But I would suggest that just for the sake of flexibility, get as much math as you can.
for MC in Focus, I'm Marcus Van Putten.
We owe a lot to our teachers. As a matter of fact, some of today's graduates will be teachers thanks to the Montgomery College School of Education.
Most students attend classes at Montgomery College hoping to finish their studies and get out of school. But a select group of students are working to remain in the classroom for their entire professional careers. They will become teachers. For the future Early Learning Center or preschool teacher, the education program at Montgomery College offers a certificate and an Associate of Applied Sciences degree in early childhood. For those heading to a K-12 classroom, the options are numerous.
We also have a number of programs which are transfer curriculums that would allow students to start at Montgomery College and then transfer to a four-year school to complete their certification. Those programs are available in early childhood education, elementary education, and a variety of secondary fields including mathematics, chemistry, physics, Spanish, and English.
One major advantage students find in their teacher preparation at Montgomery College is the early opportunity to get into K-12 schools for observation, one-on-one student support, and small group teaching.
Students who begin their education pathway at Montgomery College are fortunate in that they are able to get into a classroom in Montgomery County Public Schools early in their curriculum. In many cases, the first semester they are thinking about becoming a teacher, they can be on a field experience opportunity in a school at the grade level and or in the subject area that they're really interested in. Another key feature of our program is the high quality of our faculty. All of our teachers have been teachers themselves, some in early childhood settings, some in K-12 systems in Montgomery County, in the District of Columbia, and in other places in Maryland and across the country. These teachers bring all of that experience to the classroom for the benefit of our students.
I chose Montgomery College because it was close to home. It gave me an opportunity to experience college and make sure that it was something that I could do without spending an abundance of money. I still had a chance to lose focus and regain focus and I guess make more solid goals for myself. And I chose here to do it so that I could really plan my next step a little better.
If you think you might like to enter the challenging and rewarding field of teaching, see the School of Education page at www.montgomerycollege.edu or contact an advisor at the campus nearest you.
Here at Montgomery College, a lot has changed over the last 30 years. But one thing has been a constant. Mr. Froome has spent the last 3 decades running the great radio program here at MC. He is now retiring, so it's time to take a closer look at the man behind the magic of E-Radio WMCR.
I've been at MC for 30 years.
Professor Leroy Froome has been with Montgomery College since 1984 in the Communication Tech Department radio program.
The next step was calling Professor Froome and finding out about the curriculum, and he sold me with that phone call. And the next day I enrolled in classes and started my journey in radio.
Many students at the Montgomery College don't even know there's a radio program at the Rockville campus. But the moment you meet Professor Froome, it's certainly hard to forget.
Professor Froome has been really helpful to me. I'm making a transition from food and beverage to radio, and I couldn't do that without him. He recognized that I'm in it to win it.
Professor Froome has helped a lot of students excel in their careers.
He has a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and he's always about radio, just making the next song happen.
I love Professor Froome. He's the best. Best of luck in all his endeavors, and thanks for all the help.
But each one of you has to go through me to wear these.
farewell and goodbye. All the best.
For our last look at the sports for the year, we're joined by our very own Marcus Van Putten. What have you got for us, Marcus?
Believe me, I got a lot, plenty in store. Welcome to In Focus Sports. They call me Mr. Dynamite, also known as Marcus Van Putten, and this is a commencement show, so congratulations to all the graduates of 2014. Let's take a look at this year's Raptor sports highlights. Let's give it up for the Lady Raptors volleyball team. They took home the regional national title and competed in the national tournament. They proved many critics wrong that they are a group of competitive ladies. So congratulations to the ladies volleyball team. Hope that next year you can bring the same hunger as you did this season.
Another one.
And let's show some love to the men's soccer team that led the nation with many goals that looks just like this one. How about we take a look at that once again? Oh man, look at those moves! That was a goal by midfielder Giovanni Viatoro, one of the many faces of this year's MC soccer team. They finished the season with an impressive 22-3 record. In addition, they won their second straight championship and ranked 4th in the nation. And finally, how about the men and women's track and field team? They set a record this year by sending the most participants in this year NJCAA National Championships. They brought home 5 silver medals and 2 gold medals from the national meet this year. The Running Raptors finished first in the 4x8 and in the 4x4 relay race. Big shout out to the men and women's track and field and all of Montgomery College athletes for their successful seasons.
Well, that's it, our final episode of MC in Focus. We want to thank our viewers for your support, as well as all the students, teachers, and MCTV staff for giving us the opportunity to spread our wings and fly. It's been a pleasure.
Congratulations to everyone in TV and radio, and to all who are completing degrees or certificates in 2014. For MC in Focus, I'm Brian Fiffick.
I'm Heather Welliver.
Mr. Dynamite Marcus Van Putten.
Have a great summer.
Art is everywhere. When listening to a musician, when bringing joy to people, when you are working, when you're being a superhero, or you'll find it while walking on the street. Help save the arts.
Most people know that they should wear sunscreen if they're going to be out in the sun, but many are unaware that getting a little sunshine every day is important for your health. You may have heard that sunlight helps your skin create vitamin D, which helps prevent cancer and heart disease. But did you know that just 10 minutes a day promotes better sleep, a happier outlook, and can even prevent depression and seasonal affective disorder? Don't let a gloomy indoors bring you down. Get outside for 10 minutes a day and get in touch with the joyful youth inside you. Sunshine, essential for life.